what have we scored here so far? We've got a guitar pick. That looks like a hair tie that's been stretched out, and then this is Matthew's brush that he used to put makeup on before we started filming. He's trying to palm it off as something that he found in the car. When you told your family and friends you were coming up to which one, the one for the pros? Any more booty in there or what? And then also you got things like with your dash, how much of the dash do you pull out? You're going to have to, as a team, find that good middle ground.
What number was that?
This is a car. I'm pretty sure it's got an engine.
This is a car, missing a heap of shit.
Yeah, if I can. Some prick took the back seats out. Okay, cool.
I'm not ready now.
Oh, yeah, what are we talking about?
Okay, so we were unable to introduce Rob this morning because he wasn't here yet. He was stuck in traffic down in Brisbane, but he is here now. Rob has graciously volunteered his services to be the team mechanic. So Rob.
Thanks, Scott. Yeah, no, I'll be trying to keep the car on the track. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how we go. I'm a mechanic by trade, did some time as an RSQ patrol, tinkered with cars since I was this tall. And yeah, so I'll just be doing a bit of technical advice for them, giving a few tips and tricks, and helping them out with any of the more specific mechanical stuff that they may or may not know.
We haven't told the team as yet what to do. Essentially, we've just been standing around having a fat chat with them whilst they've been stepping through pulling the car apart. We're at that point in time now where the car is ready to be rebuilt into a race car.
Yeah.
So in terms of any kind of mechanical information, if they come up to us and say, hey, how do I do this? I want to check the oil. Yes, we'll show you how to check the oil, but if they decide not to check the oil, then
that's on them.
That's on them.
Look, if they get 3 laps in and the engine explodes because it's got no oil in it, or the wheels fall off because there's no wheel bearing, then I'm not going to tell them that.
No.
But I'll do the things that make the car safe. I mean, I'll check the things to make the car safe. Any advice that they want, I'll more than happily give it to them. I've built, I don't know, half a dozen race cars over my time and worked on hundreds of race cars over my time. So, I will have the advice that they require at the times that they request it. But unless they ask, I will not give.
Sweet.
This is their place to learn and their place to make the mistakes. Obviously, we're not going to let them do anything that's unsafe. But yeah, mechanically, if they haven't checked something and it's mission critical to make a car go around a track,
that's on them.
As long as it's not going to hurt them, that's on them.
Righto, team. So this is Rob. He's our team mechanic. Now, he's not going to be here telling you what you need to do. He's just going to be a font of knowledge for you in case you don't know how to do something. So like we've just said, if you don't know how to check the oil and you say, hey, Rob, I want to check the oil, he will help you do that. If you decide not to do something or it doesn't pop into your head and we notice it, we're just going to sit here and kind of let it go from there. Silently judge. So you guys have spent the morning. It's been a couple of good hours. We've pulled the car apart and we are ready to start building it into a race car. The means in how you do that is on you. So you need to, as a team, sit down and go, sweet, we need to do this first, we need to do that first. We will guide you a little bit if the questions are asked, but we're not gonna, if you install something and it needs to be uninstalled because it's been, something fouls it or it's the wrong way, that's on you. If there's something that you don't know that it needs to be installed, refer to the manual, the Bible that we've given you. It'll tell you if it needs to be installed. So Rob, just from a mechanic's point of view, what do you think is some wise words you could impart on our novice budget endurance race team here?
Look, there's 3 important components to every race car. Does it start? does it stop, and does it steer? That's your 3 things that you really want to make sure you get right. Now, I'm not going to give you the exact details of anything, but anything related to those 3, that's your mission critical. Start, stops, and steers. If you can get those 3 right, the car will probably last for the whole race. No problem at all. But as I said, you can ask me for advice. You can ask me about specific things. Hey, can we do this? How do I do that? Whatever. Anything that is rule related, we're just going to refer you to the Bible. It's your responsibility to make sure that the car is compliant with the rules. Obviously, if there's anything super out there, we're going to be giving you a little bit of a touch in the right direction. But yeah, certainly up to you guys. Read the rule books, get the things right. As Scott said, if you put something in or pull something out, that's up to you. And there'll be lots of decisions that you guys have to make about things. Obviously, I've done a fair bit of racing before. All of you have driven cars before. Who's done a drive that's more than 2 hours long? Yep, now imagine that, but the world's hardest drive. And you're doing it for 2 hours. So anything that you normally need for 2 hours driving, you're going to probably need that times 2 for your drive in this car. So just a few things to think about. Start, stop, steer. Some creature comforts are really nice when you've got to sit in that seat for a couple of hours and steer it around a track, and you guys will be, you know, working really hard for 2 hours, or however long the stints are. I mean, that's up to you guys to work out as well. So just have a think about what you're going to be doing in the car and how long you're going to be doing it for when you're making decisions about what we're keeping, what we're getting rid of, what's going to be a nice to have. Are we going to go faster? I mean, it's not time attack. We're not going fastest lap wins the race. We need to make it to the end. Yep. So.
Cool. So from here, team, because that's what we're calling you, because that's what you are now. You are a team. You spent the morning together. We've gotten to know one another a little bit better. It is on you to decide how this is built. We are just here as some fail-safes to make sure that when this does hit the track, it is safe. We're not here to tell you how to do it. Because funnily enough, Rob, and you've been in this same boat, if you were at home building this by yourself, you didn't have a mechanic to refer to. You would have had to go to the old University of Google or the University of YouTube to find the information, or whatever website it might be. So if you need to use those reference materials, by all means, feel free. We do have some fabrication ability here in terms of grinders, welders, and that sort of stuff. So if you need a bracket made up for something, we can do that. We can help you with that. Because if you don't know how to weld, then you're just barking up the wrong tree. But other than that, over to you guys and build away. Hook in.
Is there an instruction manual? Does it come with instructions?
I would suggest having a look at the roll cage section in that book, because it'll actually might have diagrams as to cage stays and props and intrusion bars and that, and that'll give you an idea as to how the roll cage needs to go in.
Yeah, you're right. Because you might be able to pull that back to the full way it comes back. So is that really going to irritate you?
Hang on, I know.
Yeah.
That
Turn it around.
actually goes into there.
That's looking good, yeah, those spaces have a whole package. Is that the right way around? Do that? No, the way you go. Alright.
Right? Yeah, okay.
Oh, they're all stuck together. What is that? They're all. What is that? They're all glued together for some reason. Yeah, we'll cook up some snags. Yeah, I'll go get some tomato sauce. Right, I'll go get some barbecue sauce. And what else do we need? Alright. Blue. Green. Right, I'll see what I got. You wait here. I need blue or green.
I think we're basically just going to sleeve these things and just pretty ready to assemble. This is really telling us.
Oh, you put it in backwards.
It's actually out front, yeah?
Your roll cage is actually going to dictate where the six is. something to keep in mind if you're building a roll cage, or if you've got a kit one you've purchased from Roller Cages or whoever, the sandwich plates have got a specific surface area. So if you get into some of the bigger motor events that are more regulated, like CAMS, or what do they call it, Motorsport Australia events, you have to have a certain amount of surface area on your mounting plate where it bolts to the car, because that stops it, if it does roll over, from pulling out of the floor.
Jeez.
When you're putting together safety things, and it doesn't matter whether it's roll cages, seats, whatever, there is a system called second spanner. So once you put it all together and you think it's all tight, get someone else to go around with a spanner and double check your work, because things like roll cages and seat mounts, you definitely want to be tight. And you might think you've got every bolt, but if you make the same mistake twice on the same part and it's not tight, you can be in a bit of trouble.
Hey Rob,
Hey
have
Scott.
you seen any of the shorts we've been making?
Yeah.
Which one did you like better, the steam train one or the one with the going to get the shifter?
No, I like the this. I like the this is a hammer.
And then this next one here is a hammer, that one. So that's pretty handy. So we've got a roll cage fully bolted into the car. The biggest part of the build really is kind of done, which is good. And it's one of the biggest safety features in the car. So what Robbie decided to do was to make a bit of a list of jobs we need to do. And this back window happens to have lines. So we're going to sit down now. I'm going to write down a list of jobs we need to do, and then we can just hook into doing. We can kind of break up into little individual teams, and then you can start working on bits and pieces. So, so Kurt, you want to jot down there, roll cage is being ticked off. You spelt roll wrong. So I think in terms of our list there, Kurt, we've pretty much got everything here, but Rob, from a mechanic standpoint, what do you think it would be worth having a look at?
Well, as I said before, you know, what makes a car start, what makes a car stop, what makes a car steer. So, what do we know? What about the engine? Has anyone looked at the engine?
I have.
Did it start?
Didn't start it, no.
So we just put a roll cage in a car. We don't even know if it starts. Cool, sweet. So we've just spent 2.5 hours putting a roll cage in. We might just have to put a new engine. I don't know.
Yeah.
So we better check a few things. So steering, obviously, everything that goes along with steering, suspension, that kind of stuff. We might want to check some stuff there. And stop. So obviously we've got the brake pads and stuff, but yeah, we might have to check everything else, make sure it does stop.
Heat is the enemy in motorsport. You want to try and get the heat out of the car as much as you can. A surgeon doesn't shake after they've done an appendectomy for the 400th time.
Oh, yeah, I see. Ah, right.
Curtis, how's it been going so far?
Really good.
Yeah. What's been your highlight so far? What's been a challenge or something for you?
I'd say probably the highlight, seeing the car for the first time. It's majestic. Seeing the beautiful paintwork on it. I think the challenge so far has been putting the roll cage in.
Yeah.
That was very fiddly, very physical. Took a long time, but we got there, and now it seems to take us downhill from here, isn't it?
Got a little boo-boo. But I got pirate booty.
Are you
from
okay?
car. Oops.
That's the problem.
See? That is that. you? Wait on the fault there.
It's really raining out here.
Yeah, do you want to tell them
Where?
that for
Where's
the
it raining?
1000th time?
Right there.
Where? I can't see it. Where? No, it's not.
I think it's Scotty just wet his pants.
What are you talking about? It's not raining. No, that's lightning. It's not. I was waiting for you to correct me. Go, no, silly, that's rain. Not go. Ooh.
You believe too much, Sailor.
Hey, Sailor, do you want to start the big red engine again? No. Why not?
I don't get itchy.
Oh, okay.
And I don't get like and sore.
Oh, you don't get sore.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll get a spanner on that.
Oh, I just leaned on something and it fucking hurt.
I don't normally see you in that much amount of pain. Must have really hurt.
Actually, you know, Jimmy.
Scotty with the grinder, letting all the things go over his hands. Nah, no worries. Leans on like, oh no!
It was sharp. I haven't electrocuted myself yet.
You're gonna be sorry you said that.
Mate, anytime you build a race car, it's cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
And I've driven on a lot of different cars over the years. And yeah, front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, all wheel drive, turbo, naturally aspirated, full track cars, street cars, all of it. And yeah, it's definitely anytime you get behind the wheel of this, like a car, it's good. And these guys will have a lot of fun. The process is interesting for seeing people do it the first time.
Yeah.
It kind of takes me back to my first time building a race car.
Yeah.
You know, I was 18, 19, mates in the shed, 11 p.m, building exhausts and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of cool seeing everybody sort of learning the same things and like making the same mistakes that I made when I was 18, like just feeling my way along, going, oh, what do I do here? So, you know, it's good that I can pass the knowledge on too, in terms of like, you know, these guys, you know, hey, I need a hand here, need a hand there. What's the best way to do this? So, yeah, there's a few old school tips in here too. It's good. Safe.
Yeah. Start pulling that little handle back. Alligators are honoring because they got a large cooler oblongata. No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Wasn't right. You know the dude that what no way dude?
What? No way.
You know how he always goes like, oh, all you need is this bit of chicken foot and some carbon, and he's always got a drawer in his toolbox that he goes to. I would honestly like to see if he legitimately just has that stuff in his workshop, or if he sets it up. Like,
How does it feel? Like, this is kind of the first like little tester out. Hey,
Yeah.
like,
It feels good to be sitting in this seat, that's for sure. So this is very cool.
Alira.
you love it when you walk out. Now this is something actually, guarantee it. You go, you need a nut, you need a bolt, you need a whatever. You walk in the shed, you run through your box and stuff. And you're like, oh, that's a perfect bolt. You're like, oh, that wash, and then you're like, oh, first go, and you get the perfect nut bolt from it.
What'd you say? What did you say?
I said you're all sooty, you can suck your reels.
It's not my fault your dad was very nostalgic in the video.
Alright, get this up and we go on. Moving on.
You said there was no tension before, man. Why is there tension between Scotty and Jimmy?
Because you suck.
How are they going so far?
Oh, yeah, no, look, we got off to a little bit of a slow start there this morning. Robbie and I sort of gave him a little bit of good advice as to where to look at, like just checking the engine runs before they get too far, because we had the car stripped and the roll cage in before we even knew if the engine turned over. But no, we're getting there. It's starting to come together. And the cool thing about it is that we've got 3 complete strangers that have never met one another before, that have come together, that are building a car with very limited experience. And no one's been getting upset or angry, or there's not been that kind of like butting of heads because there's different ideas. It's we've got Rob, who's the mechanic, and myself, who knows enough to be dangerous when it comes to part asking around with cars. And I think we've got a lot of work done today too. Like, it's getting a little bit late in the afternoon. I think it's like 3 o'clock or something like that. We've got the cage in. Robbie's given them a bit of a rundown on passive air movement over the bonnet of the car. Kurt and I are working on getting the seat in. And realistically, if we could get all of those jobs done by the end of play today, that's a good start. That's 2 big jobs done, and then an extra little performance enhancer done out of the way. Funnily enough, for those of you watching at home, motor events do have a basic car safety checklist. Now, it's not a how to build a race car checklist. It is a checklist that if you fill this out at home and then brought your car to the track for scrutineering, it would pass if you ticked all the boxes. And our fuel line, there are no fuel lines or anything going through that off.
I'm supposed to go front or down.
So we've got, and to be honest, it was a little bit frustrating because and Rob's probably the same. I was sitting there and I'm like watching these going. Now Jimmy will make it slow-mo. This is what normally you weirdos. Now, we're back here for day 2 of our race car build, and we've got Nick with us and our new pit boss, Oscar. So Oscar here, do you reckon on race day you're going to be able to manage these drivers? Because that's going to be your job. I'll help you. Cool, I like it. And then you can tell Dad that he sucks at being a race car driver.
Just drive faster, Dad.
Yeah, just don't suck.
Can you be better?
Cool, so everyone, welcome to Nick. He is our 4th and final driver in this team, which is really cool to have you here. So yesterday we chewed out a fair bit of work. We got most of the big ticket items in the car. There's still some little bits and pieces we need to go over today. Some mechanical stuff we need to address, some safety stuff we need to address, and hopefully by the time we get sort of lunchtime-ish, we can start playing around with some just cool fun stuff, some budget little cheap tricks to make the car handle a bit better, put the wing on, things like that. So basically we're going to go from most important to least important throughout the morning. So as a team, you're going to have to figure out what Nick needs to do because he wasn't here for the checklist. So we've got our little Bible somewhere kicking around. We've had our list of jobs to do. Just in case throughout the day you're not sure, we've managed to recover this artifact. It is the Motor Events Bible. So the story goes it was stolen by a Tibetan monk that wanted to become the master mechanic for motor events, and it has all of the rules and safety regulations in it. We managed to recover it. So if at all you're doing anything today and you need to refer to what can and can't be done, it's in here. I like it. Do you have anything to say, Rob?
Nah, let's get going.
Righto, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't die, don't hurt yourself. Good one.
Don't get too concerned about so essentially all that make all that all you can actually strap them through the bar.
We're halfway through day 2 of our build here. We've pretty much got the bulk of the work done, and we're coming to a bit of a pivotal moment. We've got our kill switch in, we've given the car a service, the brakes have all been checked, the race pads are put in. For all intensive purposes, we're nearly finished in terms of the safety and mechanical aspects of building our budget endurance race car. One thing we haven't done as a team, which was maybe something we could have done at the very start, was check if it ran, get it to temp, and see what it does. So we're going to do that now. So this is going to be the first time that we've actually, as a team, got a pretty much looking like a race car. We're going to fire it up and we're going to see what happens. So
It's really on there.
Not a screwdriver, please. Just a flat.
what are you doing? What are you doing? We've got smoke coming out of the engine bay. What are you done? There's smoke.
Nothing.
Well, there's a heap of smoke coming out from under the car.
Turn it off.
Oh,
Oh, cheeky.
Matt's still a bit confused. What the fuck going on? Now it's going. I like how none of you's panicked at all.
It's like,
man.
oh, what?
I like how you all went, oh yeah,
we've got an extinguisher in there.
smoke's perfectly normal.
Find the fire. Find the fire.
Even you, I heard you go, ah. Yeah, the concerning part there was that there was no concern. Sweet. So in terms of our scrutineering, passing the safety aspects of entering this car in our motor events budget endurance race, we're good. Rob, from a mechanical standpoint, what are things we might want to look at?
So there's still a couple of things that you guys need to take into consideration. Obviously, we've still got the regulatory stuff, like we're going to make sure the coolant is actually just water. As we mentioned the other day, there's a couple of things like, think about, we're going to be racing at night. So anything that's going to be nice to have at night, lights, any of that kind of stuff, make sure we know how to operate them all. The other thing we touched on the other day was heat. So engines get really hot. So we've already sort of dealt with a few of the things there to try and make that a bit more less prone to heating issues. But the other thing that gets really hot in race cars is brakes. So we might want to have a think about, is there anything we can do with the brakes to make sure that they, maybe stay cool while we're punishing them a lot harder than you would on the street. So obviously we've got the brake pads in there, but that'll only do so much. We've still got a couple of things on the car that we've got to fix up. I know there's a couple of panels there that are a little bit still loose. And I know one of the requirements is that we need to have all the panels secure.
You can mount it under there.
Or we can pull it out the other end. Yeah.
Really sexy, bruh. Only wobbles a bit.
Seems safe.
Feel.
Hey Jimmy, who's this?
Just under that.
Like that kid from that the GIF at the computer on his computer.
No way.
So halfway through day 2, the morale has definitely improved a lot. Not that it was lacking. It's more so that I think they've started to flesh together a little bit as a team, which is cool. So I think all round we've gone from being a little bit standoffish to actually communicating more and talking to one another about, hey, I'm going to do this, what do you think? But I think the really cool thing is that we're not rushing around. It's not like some reality TV show where there's a clock timer down in the bottom corner and, you know, Robbie's standing around, oh, you've got 1 hour to go. Like, it's very relaxed, very chill. I've heard conversations about kids with training wheels, about tattoos of family members, about what dogs they used to have, about problems at work. So we're just doing exactly what we want to do here at Real Skill Rescue in terms of using the mechanics as the means to have that mental health conversation, which is really, really cool. And it's not forced at all.
Yeah.
It's literally, as we're working, we're having a laugh and talking about stuff.
Yeah.
So it's 100% organic. Whilst the work is getting done, those conversations are happening. It's it's a really, really cool thing to watch, actually. Take the pressure off the drill, then you wait like that. So what we'll do is we'll nip that up, and then we'll be able to dummy fit this. So, wheels and rims, but that's just trimming this bit of plastic duct, but that's clearing everything. That's actually a nice, snug, cheap little brake booster, a brake cooling.
So there's brakes, Jimmy? They're race brakes. Safe. Is it firm? Like it doesn't. Just that feel good, Scotty. Safe. No problem. Oh, race car.
It was more so you being awkward with the camera because the gimbal was pointing down your head. Same.
That's good. You got it?
Yeah, an idea not tried is an idea not failed kind of thing. And having the ability to say something and then know that they're not going to come back at you like, you're wrong. And that's actually really cool. Like it's something that I've done a lot with friends over the years, like working on cars or recovering vehicles in the bush or whatever. And yeah, I think the big one is just having that maturity to understand that some people see the world a bit differently and they may not see it in the same way you do, but the way they see it is kind of the simpler way.
Just because you say something and you go, yep, no, I think this will work, and someone else goes, oh, well, actually, this won't work because of whatever. It's like, okay, they didn't take my idea on board and it didn't work because of whatever reason. That doesn't mean I should get offended about it or whatever. It's just like, oh, just keep on trekking on and, you know, common goal, common solution. The the enemy is the car or the problem, not your mate. So if we just gave them the race car and said, go have at it, you'd run that risk of them just going, yeah, sweet, it's a free car, let's go. You know, it's like a rental car, world's fastest car, right? But they're invested in this car. Like, if for whatever reason doesn't make it or whatever, it's gonna hit these guys. They're gonna be, it's gonna hit them hard because they know how much work went into putting the cage in, putting the seat in. That bracket that is in the car, they built it. So that wiring, that kill switch, it's all their work. So they're very invested in the car, which means they're less likely to go and put it off in the weeds or have a shunt or something.
Okay, let's go.
Well, you can go. I mean, for a little buzz box of a car, it stands up and runs away from
Okay, let's go.
I think probably my biggest thing is going to be when the seatbelt goes on. I'm not going to be able to go. Olivia, can't turn your head to the blind spots, right? Mirrors is a must. Other than that, fucking run sweet.
Oh, mate, they were cool. Like, you could see the grins on their faces. Every one of them loved it. It was like a little moment of like opening a Christmas present on Christmas Day.
Yeah. Did you feel safe?
No, because I reckon they're going to give it some on the first lap when they're going to do it. So it's good.
See who
I
can.
love seeing the joy on their faces when they finally get it. They build themselves. I think it's sick.
Righto. Well, come on over. So when you came into this, you probably didn't really know what to expect or what was going to be expected of you. No. 2 days later, you've come together as a team, and you've built. It's actually a good little race car. Like, it's really cool listening to the way you're talking about it. That you have definitely 100% taken ownership of this race car. When you jumped in and you're driving down there and you're turning out, what was going through your mind?
Can it be race day already?
Can it be race day already? Yeah.
Just a good sense of achievement, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And was it hard?
No.
Like, you obviously learnt things,
Yep.
but in terms of physically, mentally, was this an arduous task?
sometimes a little bit physically, but
Yeah.
I mean, we got most of that knocked out in the first day. Second day, very cruisy in comparison, and it felt pretty manageable.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing that you can't do at home, for sure, and we just showed that.
From a tooling standpoint, I think the most advanced we got was we quickly zapped some welds on for the window net and a small weld to make up a little bracket for the fire extinguisher. It didn't need to be welded, it's just that we had the welder there. But everything else was done with impact sockets, hand spanners, screwdrivers, a cordless grinder. We didn't use any specialty tools at all.
No.
And we made do with what we had. So did anyone here kind of look at a problem and go, oh, how are we going to do this? And then between myself and Rob went, oh, you can make this by...
Yeah, definitely the air intake into where the brake calipers are.
Yep.
That was something that never ever thought of doing with a garden hose.
Well, we had nothing. We were going to try and bolt the thing through the floor, but it just didn't feel like we had a suitable spot to do that. So, Rob, it must have been your idea to rip the seat rail off the old seat, throw that where it goes in the car per the manufacturer, and then bolt on the fire extinguisher and kill switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of the reuse, repurpose, recycle thing, because like budget race cars, and all my race cars have been pretty budget race cars, and even down to like the clips on the bonnet to keep the stays, to keep the pins captive. Reusing the bonnet release cable is the cabling that we use to keep those in place. So, as you pull things out of the car, you go, hey, I need a bracket for this, or I need a bit of wire for that, and you go, oh, hang on. Go to the pile of chuck outs and go, yeah, righto, we can make something work.
Yeah.
And jimmy it together.
There's a certain irony that the bonnet release cable is now the bonnet stay cable. But no, they were made out of the old bonnet latch cable, some heat shrink and aluminium pop rivets. Made it, literally we scrounged the stuff up. What about you, Matt? Did you...
Look, something as simple, sounds simple with changing the front brake pads. I've always thought of it, never done of it before, but it was quite simple.
Yeah.
It was really, really simple.
Well, what about changing the brake fluid? Because you come up to me at one stage, you're like, do you have a brake fluid change bleeder tool? And I was like, nah, you have to make one. So what did you do? Because I missed all that.
So we just found a hose and just bled it into a Gatorade bottle or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just very, very simple.
Yep.
Really simple.
Yep. So between the four of yous, you've all kind of built this car and, like Robbie said, reused, recycled and repurposed. And you've built a good little race car.
Yep.
Like it genuinely is a good little race car. So the next question I'm going to ask is, come race day, how confident are you in your build?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
I reckon she'll go.
couple of hours of warm up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll put a couple of stints in.
After you
before
put
we
your
start
first session
worrying
in,
about
you'll be right.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
I think if we don't go too hard on it, I think it'll make the weekend
yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
20 hours at 80%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
Really, I'm looking forward to getting you guys on track. Rob, what about you, mate?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I'm really keen to see you guys out on track. I'll bring some tips and tricks for you at the track. And, you know, you'll have your regular driver briefing for, you know, that all races will go through on the day. But we'll sit down a little bit and we'll strategize a little bit. Here's some tips and tricks for the corners, how to treat the car nicely while still keeping some pace in it. Because, yeah, at the end of the day, we want to get it to the end of the race. You've all put blood, sweat and tears into this thing, so we don't want to blow it up in session one.
No.
So, yeah, I'll give you a bit of advice on the day, just how to monitor things to keep an eye out for, how to treat the car nice and get it through that full you know, race meet. It's 2 full days of racing, 20 hours. You guys will be wrecked, but you'll have so much fun.
Yeah. So there's one last thing we need to do, you lot, before we wrap up, and that is tidy up the shed. So we'll go and I reckon crack a beer and we'll tidy up and we'll have a yarn, and once the shed's all nice and clean, we'll bug out and we'll see you guys trackside on the at Morgan Park in 2 weeks' time.
Yep. Cool.
Be keen.
Yep.
Sweet.
Sorry.
Righto, let's go.
Break.
Break.
Okay, let's go.